For example, would you think that he's gonna come by without saying, I don't think that those guys even have nothing to do with me. Is it true? Is it true? Is it true? You will see Muhammad as name, but he has a ring in his ears. Is it true?
Yes.
Or not? What's your name? And he will say Muhammad. You know who am I? And maybe the Prophet will say, I am Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam. My father, the other one will say, my father called me Muhammad for you. What do you know about me except my name? A ring in your ear, that hair style that has nothing to do with Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam. And going on, let me visit your family. How your wife looks like. Is she covered? Is she offering her beauty for everyone? Is she a material for sale? Or she is one of the grandkids of Aisha, Khadija, and so on and so forth? How many places on the earth Muhammad sallallahu alayhi, how many out of the 1 billion, 1.25 billion Muslims, if Allah will return Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam back to visit each one of us individually, morals, behaviors, characteristics, characters and families, and he will leave us saying, see you as a part of my group in Jannah. How many? Very few. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَقَلِيلٌ مِّنْ عِبَادِيَ الشَّكُورِ. Only few out of my servants are going to be thankful. We are granted the Jannah. We are granted one of the Jannah of the paradise on the earth. The reason I'm saying that, because the problem in the Ummah right now, that we cannot feel it the way that the Sahaba learned it from Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. How many? And I'm expecting, inshallah, many of that group, whom I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept their intention, whom I know and I think they are good, inshallah, with Allah. How many of us are leaving the place, the session of remembering Allah, going back home still without haram, but he's feeling that the level of Iman has come down, the way that the Sahaba of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam used to feel. That their only real Jannah is when they are remembering Allah, when the hearts are linked to the deen. What Hanzala did. Why Hanzala is saying to the Prophet, Ya Rasulullah, Hanzala is almost vanished. Hanzala is almost cursed. And he's saying that about himself. And what's wrong with you, Hanzala? Ya Rasulullah, we used to sit with you in a place remembering Allah, listening to the Quran revealed fresh, live. That's what they're saying. Is it correct? It's live. But it's not a live movie. It's not a live soccer game. It's a live Quran, because the one who is receiving the revelation is there. Quran is revealed fresh, verse by verse. Nothing on the book, nothing on the shelf. And we used to be in that session, Ya Rasulullah, remembering. You are giving us reminders. Sometimes we are feeling that we are in Jannah, when the Prophet's talking about Jannah. To the extent they are saying, we felt that our foot is stepping into Jannah. Or feeling that we are almost in the hellfire, when the Prophet will talk about the hellfire. That's the place we want to be in. Here is the top of our charge. Angels are there. Shayateen cannot come. Shayateen is avoided. And we are leaving your place, going back to our houses. And Hanzala has no DVD at home to look at haram, to disturb his ibadah. Hanzala is going back to ask about his wife and his kids. Hanzala has no, just like advanced techniques and here and there and satellite 100-meter diameter to bring here. No. Hanzala is saying that, and all what he's doing at home, in addition to the night prayer, in addition to the optional fasting, in addition to taking care of his kids and wife, already halal. He's buying some food, he's asking his wife how we are doing, how are the kids doing, what about their study? Maybe, but there is no haram. But Hanzala, because of the difference in that level of iman, that level of charge that he feels with Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam in the session of remembering Allah, and the others, which is also halal, not haram. We are not talking about haram. We are talking about halal, but the top of the halal. The comparison between halal and the top of the halal. And he's telling him, Ya Rasulullah, I am feeling that I'm like a hypocrite. Because there, the level of iman, or the level of sweetness, the happiness, I used to be in your place and I wanted the session to stay for hours and hours. Not pushing the imam to finish his salah. Why he has made it 3 verses instead of 2? Why you are making it that long? Are you a crazy imam? For more, one verse extra. Believers cannot bear it in their salah, in a place that Allah is talking to them and they are talking to Allah. And they can stay easily 2-3 hours in front of a movie or a soccer game, wishing that the game will be longer and longer and it will go to the penalties. Is it true? Is it true? He doesn't want the referee to end it up. He wants to stay more and more. Oh brother, you have a job in the morning. Don't worry, man. I can handle it. You can handle it with the soccer game, but you cannot handle it with an extra verse the Imam is reciting and having you for more time in the Jannah on the earth. That's the reality. And after that, you should not ask why we have not received yet the victory from Allah. We need to make it clear. We need to make it clear. Nothing is wrong in the deen of Allah. Nothing is wrong in the promise of Allah. All wrongs are in ourselves. That's it. The problem that we are not here and feeling that real Jannah they used to feel. And the Prophet told the Hanzala, Hanzala, take it easy, man. I know what you're talking about, but that's life. You are gonna fluctuate between 2 levels of halal. If you are the ideal case, the top level of halal, the top level of reward, the top level of strength, the top level of iman, when you are in pure ibadah, reading a book about Muhammad, seerah, hadith, fiqh, and so on and so forth, pure, and the other daily activity that's also halal with good intention, it's still halal, and you are still rewarded for, but you are not getting the same level of a charge in heart. And the Prophet is telling you, Hanzala, there are something called angels, and there are something called shayateen, and there is something called human being. That's the way of the human being. And you, human being, if you are at homes, see what the Prophet is giving you. If you are going to be able to have such a session at home, if you will be able to bring your family, enjoying time with family, but on one of the meals of Muhammad. Come, my wife, I love you to the sake of Allah, not for anything else. Let's read one of the hadith and let's see what are the lessons. Let's listen to one of the tapes. And after finishing, she is still your wife. You will enjoy your time with her. But you have made your house as qibla, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says. وَاجْعَلُوا بِيُوتَكُمْ قِبْلَةً. Make your house like a minor masjid. A place, a source of light. For the nafilah prayer, for the night prayer, for some sessions you are teaching your kids about the kids of the Sahaba, about Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The Prophet is telling Hanzala, Hanzala, if the way you are at homes, it's the same you are with me, angels would have come down and shake your hands on the roots. Because you are going to be almost like angels with the characteristics of human being. Human being have the 2 ways, wrong and right. Is it correct? But angels don't. Angels has only one way. لا يعصون الله ما أمرهم ويفعلون ما يؤمرون. The way they have been created is only to obey Allah. They don't have 2 ways. But human being, if they will do like angels with the two ways, what will be Allah's reward? Muhammad is telling you, angels would have come down, shake your hands on the roots. Hanzala, to make it easy on you and those generations after you till the day of judgment. وَلَكِنَّهَا سَاعَةٌ وَسَاعَةٌ. It's 1 hour and 1 hour. Both are halal. Not 1 hour in the masjid and 1 hour in the nightclub. Both are halal, but two different levels of charge. One with my wife teaching her whatever, maybe physics, maybe chemistry, but halal. Half an hour in the intercourse, in the intimate relationship, and you are rewarded. It's halal. But it's not the same level of iman. It can be, if you will switch the button of your intention, and whatever you are doing in your life, even the habits, you are gonna struggle a little bit at the beginning. Ya Allah, my bathroom, it's a bounty from you. Having a job, striving in this dunya, it's for you. Dealing with my paperwork, it's for you. I'm not gonna leave 1:59 if the time of my leave is 2. Although no one can see me, no one can mentor me, but Allah. Ya Allah, I'll not leave, because I want to make sure that, as Muhammad said, whomever is doing something, he should perfect it. And I want to perfect it. I want to have a blessing in the rizq that the sustenance you are sending to me. You can have all of your habits under the same umbrella. If that mind will keep running into the same circle, and after few days, few months, it will be a habit. You are making everything by default to the sake of Allah. Why you are going to a job? Oh man, it's Allah's blessing. While you are driving the car, it's Allah's bounty. Here is the dhikr, here is so. I have nothing in my hand. Nothing is belonging to me. Every time I'm put in the same concept, with the millions you have in your account, you will say, I have nothing to do with them. It's purely, absolutely, lonely Allah's bounty on me. And I'm just being used by Allah as Khalifa, as a representative, to see what I'll do in Allah's bounty. That's it. And then if that will be the case, that's the dunya that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to be in. That's the dunya that Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam made the dua for. وَاجْعَلِ الْحَيَاةَ زِيَادَةً لَنَا فِي كُلِّ خَيْرٍ. Ya Allah, make life better and more for us in goodness. That's the life that Allah will make it more for us in goodness. Because the more you live in this way, the more rewards you are acquiring. The more you are achieving in your account, the more credit you have. That's the life you want to stay. And alhamdulillah, Allah has made it like as a concept, as an equation. Those you are going to see them on that category, on that quality, you will see them doesn't like dunya. Dunya for them just like, they can stay for 100 years, 200 years. And whenever you are asking them about the meeting with Allah, oh man, I hope it will be soon, so I can see my beloved God. You will see them with the same two attributes, because Allah has made them the same way. You are isolating the dunya, Allah is bringing the dunya to you. What Umar did, dunya, receive somebody else other than you. What Allah did for Umar in terms of dunya, He brought the whole dunya under his feet. Is it correct? Is it correct? Yes. And he did isolate the dunya. He what they used to call, he divorced dunya completely with no return. 3 times. Without nothing. There is no return. That's what Umar did with dunya. طَلَّقْتُكِ ثَلَاثًا means, I have divorced you 3 times, means there is no way we can come back to one another. Did Allah deprive Umar from dunya? The whole dunya, 2/3 of the whole earth, has come under his feet. Has come under his feet. And he's saying, dunya ghurri ghayri. Deceive somebody else other than Umar. That's the way with Allah. You are running after dunya, you will never get dunya. You are running after akhirah, you will get dunya and akhirah. That's Allah's concept. You need both. Run after akhirah.